It's time for GMA3. Hurricane Erin threatening the East Coast. The huge storm causing massive waves with fears of deadly rip currents and coastal flooding. The preparations happening now, shutting down beaches as far north as New York City. We have the latest. Actress Aubrey Plaza.
It's like a daily struggle, obviously.
Speaking for the first time about the loss of her husband to suicide.
At all times, there's like a giant, like, ocean of just awfulness that's like right there, and I can like see it.
And the friends who have helped her through the toughest times. And a reality dating show unlike any you have ever seen.
Is everyone here really a virgin?
Bachelor Nation veterans Colton Underwood and Kaitlyn Bristowe are here to tell us all about their new show, Are You My First? It's time for GMA3.
From ABC News headquarters in New York City, this is GMA3.
Hey, I'm Mary.
And I'm Ginger, and this is Will, and we are all really glad that you are with us on a Wednesday.
And coming up, Tori Johnson, she just can't be stopped. There's only one Tori Johnson. There's only one place to get your deals and steals, and that's right here. And this morning, today, it's all about accessories. We got shoes, we got bling, we got more, and we got no more music, but we got 50% off.
Yeah.
And if you wake up like you're in a fog, yep, that sounds a little familiar to all of us. Well, you could be experiencing something called sleep inertia. Dr. Darian Sutton is here to explain what that is and how we can start the day feeling a bit more alert. I think we would all like that.
Yes,
That's
please.
coming up.
Okay, but how about we start with Hurricane Erin, which is stirring up the surf along the East Coast. It's making its way north and then eventually northeast. North Carolina is kind of ground zero for this. We've been talking about it for more than a week, and our Victor Okendo has been there on the Outer Banks. Victor, I know messaging this until today when it was sunny was difficult, but it's starting to change.
That's right, Ginger. And right now, the wind, the surf, it's all starting to pick up, and we only expect that to intensify. You see those double red flags behind me. They are going up and down the beach here in Nags Head and really throughout the Outer Banks. All day, we have seen people come out onto the beach. They want to take a look at the waves. No one should be in the water right now, regardless of your experience level. But I spoke with a lifeguard here who told me he's even concerned about for those people who just come out to stand on the beach. He's worried that a big enough wave can come up on shore, knock someone down, and sweep them out to sea. Anyone who comes out to the coast over the next few days needs to be very careful. Ginger?
Victor, that's for people in the water, but also this goes beyond that. We've been talking from Virginia Beach up through New Jersey, Long Island, coastal flood alerts, but right where you are, the impassable road situation is not just likely, but like they're really concerned about it, right?
Right. I've spoken with officials throughout the Outer Banks, and they all tell me they fully expect the roads to flood, especially Highway 12. That is the main way in and out of Cape Hatteras, and really it's the main artery here in the Outer Banks. So the county manager who I spoke with told me that he believes that the majority of visitors have actually left those mandatory evacuation areas, but like with any storm, there are residents who want to ride it out at home. And that county manager told me his message to them is they should know that they could be stuck for a few days, and if anyone were to need medical attention, EMS might not be able to reach them. Everyone should have a plan in place at this point. Ginger?
Thank you so much. It is going to be a wide-reaching storm, and I think we'll all invite Saturday night when we're done with everything.
Yeah, looking forward to that. Everybody stay prepared and stay safe. We are going to turn now to a new twist in the Luigi Mangione murder case. Defense attorneys blasting prosecutors for allegedly viewing the accused killer's private medical records. Our chief investigative correspondent, Aaron Katersky, has the details on that. Hello, Aaron.
Hello to you, Will. Luigi Mangione says prosecutors committed a violation so grave it could warrant their removal from the case or even the murder charges against him being dropped. Prosecutors say they acted ethically, and Mangione deserves no relief. Alleged killer Luigi Mangione is ratcheting up his accusations that prosecutors at the Manhattan District Attorney's Office knowingly and inappropriately violated his rights by viewing his private medical records. Defense attorneys said prosecutors were able to see medical diagnoses and statements made by Mr. Mangione to healthcare providers in violation of his HIPAA rights.
HIPAA is the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act, which essentially says that your health information is protected and should only be given to certain individuals when it is required by law.
Prosecutors have denied any violation. They said they subpoenaed entirely unremarkable information from Mangione's insurance provider, Aetna, like his account number and dates of coverage. Prosecutors blamed Aetna for turning over more information than requested. When prosecutors realized it, they said they notified the court and deleted the material. Aetna, however, said it responded to the subpoena appropriately. Defense attorneys asked the judge to hold a hearing to determine an appropriate remedy commensurate with the gravity of the violation. They said that could be the removal of prosecutors, the suppression of evidence, or even the dismissal of charges.
It's going to be up to the judge for him to make a determination on whether or not this was a careless, harmless error, or whether there was, in fact, prosecutorial misconduct, which would mean that they intentionally sought information they should not have.
Mangione has pleaded not guilty to the assassination-style killing of United Healthcare chief Brian Thompson last December on a Midtown Manhattan street. He has also pleaded not guilty to federal charges that could result in the death penalty. He's being held in federal custody and receiving so much mail. The latest update from his legal team showed he was still opening letters in July that he received in January. His online legal defense fund has raised more than $1.2 million. The Manhattan DA's office says these accusations about Mangione's medical records are inflammatory and dubious and no reason to delay the case against him. Mangione's due back in court next month. Mary, that's when the judge could set a trial date.
We'll be listening closely to hear what the judge has to say. Aaron, thank you. And we now turn to the new announcement from McDonald's earlier this morning. Jacqueline Lee has the latest development in the fast food wars. Hey, Jacqueline.
Hey, Mary, some Big Mac meals were going for $18 in some places, if you can believe it. McDonald's is saying, yes, we heard you about the high prices, and they're lowering them in an effort to win back customers and restore their reputation as affordable.
McDonald's putting value front and center on their menus.
It wanted to be more than hot, it wanted to be juicy.
According to the Wall Street Journal, the fast food giant will be lowering prices on some of its most popular items after pitching the idea to franchisees. It's an effort to quell complaints from consumers, many fed up with the increasing prices of fast food restaurants like McDonald's. Customers taking to social media to deliver their supersized frustrations.
We're seeing some of these fast food restaurant chains underperforming because they've raised their prices, and consumers are starting to see that, and it's affecting their wallets.
The Journal reporting McDonald's and its franchisees will keep popular combo meals, saving customers about 15% per meal. They will also introduce extra value meals later this year, which would include a $5 breakfast, an $8 Big Mac or McNugget combo. This is just the latest move in the fast food wars, with traffic to U.S. fast food chains down 2.7% so far this year.
We reached out to McDonald's about this, and they said they had no further comment. Guys.
Thank you so much, Jacqueline. Coming up, how to stop waking up like a zombie, because many of us do. Dr. Darian Sutton is going to tell us how to beat sleep inertia. Stay with us. And we are back now with a health alert. More than 1 in 3 Americans report getting less than the recommended 7 hours of sleep a night. Not surprising. And that groggy, foggy feeling when you wake up may be the result of something called sleep inertia. It is a story that we first saw in the Washington Post, but let's bring in our medical correspondent, Dr. Darian Sutton. I just heard you asking Mary, do you wake right up? So I imagine that's what sleep inertia is, but tell us what it is and what we have to know about it.
Sleep inertia is a special term, a clinical term for that transition between our sleep state and our awake state. And there are many reasons why scientists have believed that it happens, but importantly, it can be anywhere from 30 minutes to up to 2 hours long. These are moments when your thinking, your judgment, and your memory are at its lowest, your energy is at its lowest, and often it's thought to be due to certain conditions. For example, those who live with ADHD can have harder times with sleep inertia because of that transition, but it most often is contributed to or caused by things like lack of sleep, the time of the day that you wake up, early nights or late nights even. Also, if you're woken up out of deep sleep, that is more likely for you to have sleep inertia, which is why when you're startled in the middle of the night, it can be especially scary.
Yeah, and we know this, we talk all the time about how important sleep is, but what's the actual medical perspective?
You know, sleep is so much more than rest, and I think it's really important to understand this because when we are asleep, our body is healing itself, repairing muscles and cells. Our brain is clearing toxins and building memories. And also beyond that, our immune system even is strengthening. And when you don't get sleep, we know that that's associated associated with an increased risk of heart disease, high blood pressure, diabetes, and even dementia. So it's so important to understand how many hours we need. At the minimum, for adults, around 7 to 9 hours is what you want to aim for. I know everyone on this couch is trying to get there. We're just trying to get over 6 sometimes. Yeah. But anything better, anything more is better. Also for adolescents and teens, 8 to 10 hours. And then for children, this is really important for parents, especially as we get back to school, up to 12 hours a day. That is so crucial for kids, especially as they're growing every single day.
Okay, so those are the preventive measures. Get your sleep and all that. But what about for people who regularly experience sleep inertia? They wake up, they're feeling all groggy. What can we do?
Yeah. Well, if you wake up and you're constantly feeling that way, number one, figure out how many hours you're getting sleep, because often sleep loss is the main contributor to this factor. But also beyond that, you want to nap smart. So if you're napping during the day, you want to keep it under 30 minutes. And the reason why is because when you nap longer than that, your body is more likely to go into that deep sleep state. And that's the reason why when you take a long nap, you wake up feeling worse than what you did before you took the nap. Also, some studies show that you should try coffee before your naps, because that caffeine can help to eliminate the sleep inertia when you wake up. And then you want to make sure to keep it consistent. It's a rhythm, so you're trying to get your body in that groove.
Coffee before the nap. I would have thought that would make it hard.
Yeah, because the caffeine will kick in after. And wake you up.
And it works. I do a lot of self-talk. I get up at 3:45. Like, let's go.
Let's go.
Yes.
America needs to know the weather.
So that works too.
That's another good tip. That's another
Maybe
good
you
tip.
can record it and we all can listen to it.
Yeah, send it around to the group
You don't want to hear it.
Thank you, as always. And coming up here, we're cheering for the top stadium food. That's right. Which park got top marks? We'll tell you all about it coming up in Pop News. And we are back now with Pop News. All right, Will, what do you got?
The segment is news, Pop News, Mary.
Pop News.
We begin with Pierce Brosnan, who has been teasing a return to the screen as 007 in the upcoming James Bond movie. In a new interview with the British magazine Radio Times, the 72-year-old actor said he would come out of Secret Service retirement in a heartbeat if the new Bond director, Denis Villeneuve, wanted him to, and especially if Denis had good ideas up his sleeve for Brosnan's cameo. Brosnan played Bond for 7 years, between 1995 and 2002, and he joked he could return to the franchise as a senior citizen. Now, there is no official name yet. We don't know who is going to replace Daniel Craig, but production is chugging along. There was news recently that Peaky Blinders writer Stephen Knight will be scripting the film, so you know it's going to be gritty and well written. And all we know is whoever the next Bond is, they'll be sure to shake and not stir things up. There you go. Moving on to a GMA exclusive. Thanks to our friends at Yelp, football season is just around the corner. Baseball is heading into the playoffs soon in about a month, and more fans than ever are filling stadium seats to cheer on their favorite teams. Yelp is officially revealing the list of the top 50 stadiums at which one can grab a game day eat. It's an ace for the USTA Billie Jean King National Tennis Center. The U.S. Open begins in just a few days. They came in at number 22, which, as someone who has taste tested a lot of food there, feels low. Like, it's a great spot.
Yeah.
But baseball is really knocking it out of the park here. 8 of the top 10 spots go to baseball stadiums, from Minnesota to Maryland. Pennsylvania showing up big. Citizens Bank Park, where the Phillies play, came in at number 10, while the Pittsburgh Pirates PNC Park ranks number 3. Football making its mark too. Lambeau Field, home of the Packers. Lucas Oil Stadium, home of the Indianapolis Colts, coming in at number 4 and number 8, respectively. But we all want to know the top spot, of course, belongs to Oracle Park, home of the San Francisco Giants. You can get a sourdough sandwich, some Ghirardelli chocolate, and tons of local treats. And if you want the full list, there is a QR code that should appear on your screen there.
But
you can scan it and eat.
I have a question, because when I go to a game and I've got the kids and I'm like going to the first thing I see, and I'm not seeking out.
Well, because you have kids and you don't want to do the full lap.
Yeah, and I'm like, they're starving and we already got in.
And they want the hot dog and they're tugging at you.
Yeah.
You know what? Here would be a recommendation.
Please.
They have lists, directories, like look it up. Go to Yelp.
Look at the map. Okay.
Look it up beforehand.
Because I'm just like, I need popcorn.
All right, kids, we got to go to gate 2, and then you go from there. That would be my suggestion.
All right, well, now we have an assignment.
Okay, report back. But first and finally, in Pop News, snacks. Speaking of food, never tasted so good. This is 1.5-year-old Clover. She's a toddler in Pennsylvania. She likes to swim, and she likes to eat snacks. So she's combining the two. There she goes into the kiddie pool with a snack. Clover's mom, Liz, says Clover will bring cookies, chips, anything she can get her hands on. She calls it silly snack time. I don't want to be the guy who says you shouldn't eat in the pool and eat and swim. But here I am being that guy.
Yeah, but it's
I say Clover, go for it.
Yeah, enjoy it.
But when you get out of the kiddie pool, like,
it's more about like if you're in the real pool and you're dropping it in.
Yeah.
And the popsicles.
don't put a Baby Ruth in there. We all know that.
Please do not.
We've seen that movie.
And that's Pop News.
Yeah, and coming up, we have so much to get to. I'm excited about this one. Bachelor Nation alums Colton Underwood and Kaitlyn Bristowe are right here with us. They're telling us about their new reality dating show, and it has a unique spin.
Sure does.
Welcome back to GMA3.
Welcome back to GMA3. Tomorrow on GMA, I will not be here on this couch. I will be in South Carolina. We are on our 50 States in 50 Weeks tour. Clemson University is the destination, home of the Tigers, and I'll be telling you about a great program there. It's really, really special. It helps prepare people with intellectual challenges to take the next steps toward independence. The students are all in. Cannot wait to bring you that. Really excited to get down there.
Great. That's going to be so fun. And we have a lot happening here tomorrow, too. NASCAR driver Bubba Wallace, who just, of course, had a big win at the Brickyard 400, will tell us all about gearing up for the playoffs and much more.
I got to drive with him once. It was
So
wild. Also, John Cena. The new season of his show, Peacemaker, is about to drop. He is going to tell us about that and a whole lot more. You never want to miss him.
Can't even see him, but looking forward to hearing from him tomorrow. And now to actress Aubrey Plaza, speaking for the first time about the death of her husband, writer and director Jeff Baena, who died by suicide earlier this year. Plaza spoke about her loss to her former Parks and Recreation co-star Amy Poehler, and Rhiannon Alley has that story now. Hello, Rhiannon.
Hey, guys. Good afternoon. Yeah, the actress and her director husband often collaborated professionally, but they really tried to keep their relationship private. This is the first time she has spoken publicly, sharing with her good friend, Amy Poehler, that she feels grateful to be moving through the world, but still called it a daily struggle.
So you had this terrible, tragic year.
Yeah.
This morning, actress Aubrey Plaza is speaking publicly for the first time about the death of her husband, Jeff Baena, who died by suicide in January.
How are you feeling today?
Overall, I'm here and I'm functioning, and I feel, like I feel really grateful to be moving through the world.
Plaza reflecting on her feelings following the sudden loss with her Parks and Recreation co-star Amy Poehler on her podcast Good Hang, comparing her grief to the sci-fi movie The Gorge.
I swear when I watched it, I was like, that is like, feels like what my grief is like, where it's like, or what grief could be like, where it's like at all times there's like a giant like ocean of just awfulness that's like right there, and I can like see it, and like sometimes I just want to like just dive into it and just like be in it, and then sometimes I just like look at it, and then sometimes I'm like I just try to get away from it, but it's always there.
Plaza is known for her deadpan comedic roles like April on Parks and Recreation.
My mom's Puerto Rican. That's why I'm so lively and colorful.
To quirky yet complicated performances on The White Lotus and Agatha All Along.
Heard you guys were having a party.
The actress started dating Baena in 2011, the two tying the knot in May of 2021. Now, 8 months after her husband's passing, Plaza says she's leaning on her friends for comfort and to keep her laughing.
This group of my women friends, we have like a text chain, and we do like Zooms, and we do like trips, and those girls make me laugh really, really hard.
It is so important that she's finding comfort there and leaning on her loved ones. She's also focusing on her work. She is now promoting her new film, Honey Don't, that is out this Friday.
It's so important to be able to speak about grief in that way, and full marks to her for that, and full marks to you for bringing that. Thank you so much, Rhiannon. We are going to turn now to some deals and steals. We have Tori in the house yet again. All right, Ginger.
Yes, it's all about incredible accessories today.
That's right.
And I heard this is Johnetta approved.
Oh, yes. She gave me the whole lowdown on why someone should own every single one of these
Johnetta
things.
preps all of our clothing.
Exactly.
And so she knows.
And knows, like, she's so brilliant about what goes underneath your clothes to make your clothes and you look and feel your best. And so Shaper Mint makes really great pieces. It's supportive wear that is breathable. So it gives you that smoothing effect. That piece that you're touching there, Ginger, is known because it has those wide sides that also are super flattering on the side and very stretchy, comfortable straps that don't dig.
That's the part I kept doing this today.
Right?
Kept pulling right
exactly.
here.
So if we got you some shaper mint, perhaps that would not be an issue. But we've got a huge assortment from them, and everything is at least 50% off.
Nice. Oh, we love that. And look at this is so adorable.
Some
all of
shades,
these,
from Peepers. So I got a big assortment here of sunglasses for you guys. Sunglasses or readers. I know the colors of those are great. There's probably a lot of strength in those. I like these sunglasses from Peepers. The best part about Peepers is that you get a lot of frame, a lot of style for not a lot of money. They're scratch resistant. We've got also their bifocal sunglasses, which combine. Let me see those.
I like those.
Oh, look at you. You
like
both
the double
look great.
color.
Yeah, you both look great. Combines the bifocal sunglasses combines readers with sunglasses. Those are super popular now, new to the Peepers line. But everybody knows and loves Peepers. We've got your tried and true favorites, plus lots of new frames, all 50% off. So accessibly priced. They start at $12.50.
And the colors are so great.
The colors are really fun. You know that Oprah often chooses her outfit based on what eyewear she wants to wear.
Well, if Oprah does it,
then we're doing it. And Peepers are always an Oprah favorite.
So let's go on to bags.
So these bags are pretty great because the tote, our deal is $20 on these. I'm giving it away before I even tell you what it is. 12-inch drop strap is great. So if you have a coat, then on the inside here, you've got 3 compartments, including one zippered compartment in the center. And then we have all the bag charms so that you can add a little bling to your bag.
Personality.
A little personality. We've got the cherries are fun. These are the collegiate tassels are really fun. So you choose your school colors, but a great way either to your existing bag or to a new bag, add a little pop of fun. Everything from K Apparel slashed in half, $5 to $20.
So I would say
the bling.
Yeah, let's get to the shiny stuff.
Let's get to the shiny stuff. So the whole assortment is sterling silver, and then they rhodium plate these so that's why you get super shine. Oh yeah, you got some bling there. I know I have bling here.
I went straight for it.
Good for you. These are the herringbone necklaces that are popular, but everything here, it kind of has that platinum look because of the rhodium over the sterling silver. All of the pieces are fabulous, and they're all 50 to 70% off, plus free shipping from Sterling.
And it looks beautiful on you.
Thank you.
All right, let's get some
sneakers. So these are from Atrex. I pulled these out because they call these casual sneakers. I call these like my cute Mary Jane. Like the casual sneakers are just like fun, fabulous shoes. They're all about extreme comfort, fabulous fit, 50% off and free shipping on clearly a huge assortment from Atrex. And then finally, if you guys are going to wear that jewelry over there, you need to make sure that your nails look great.
Yes.
So a cuticle pen. This is the most sold cuticle pen on TikTok Shop.
Really?
More than 250,000 of these sold.
Holy cow.
Really great to keep your nails
so
nourished.
easy. Yeah.
So easy to use. Your nails look great instantly, and it's $7.50.
We are so glad that you brought this to us.
And I need this. I treat my hands terribly. Thank you, Tori. As always, we've, of course, partnered with these companies on these amazing products. You can get them at GMAdeals.com. That's that QR code there on the screen right there. And coming up, Oh Mary, and I like this show not just because of the name. Kumail Nanjiani and Michael Urie are here. They join us to talk about their Tony Award-winning Broadway smash hit. Stay with us. And we are back now with the stars joining the Broadway hit Oh Mary. Oscar and Emmy nominee Kumail Nanjiani and shrinking star and Emmy nominee Michael Urie. Welcome. We are so excited to have you guys here. We can't wait to talk about it because the show is amazing. And I didn't realize this. This is your first time doing theater, is that correct?
Yeah, I'd never done.
Talk us through this, for those who don't know, what's the show really about?
The show's about Mary Todd Lincoln, and it is not historically accurate. It's about her aspirations to become a cabaret star and also get drunk.
Who's to say it's not historically accurate?
It's true. I guess fair. It's possible.
It's fair. It is. Everyone harbors secret dreams. You never know.
Yeah.
Well, it's amazing from what I've heard. I cannot wait to come see it. Michael, you have been really busy. You did Shrinking, of course, Once Upon a Mattress, and now here you are doing Oh Mary. Why specifically was getting involved in this show important to you?
Well, I saw this play off Broadway, and I remember when the art came out, that iconic image of Cole Escola, who wrote the play and was the original Mary. I remember when that came out, I thought, this is bonkers. This is amazing. I love this title. As a queer man, I am so for this. I'm so excited about this. And I love off-Broadway. I've done a lot of off-Broadway. And so I was really, really happy when it was a hit, an off-Broadway hit. And I saw it and I loved it. And I thought, I wish I could be in this. This cast is amazing. And I wish them well. And maybe someday down the road. But I never imagined that it would be this production, that it's still going. It's on Broadway now, it's still going. And they asked me to play this part, Mary's teacher, which is such a good part. And it was really dreamy. It ticks all the boxes for me.
Only getting better because you two are in it. I know that. Kumail, if you had the power of Mary's husband, what would be your first executive order?
Oh. I think dogs and cats should be able to vote. I think they're great judges of character. I think give them all a vote. You know what? Babies, too.
Babies.
Babies consent. Give them the vote.
So any being with a little character gauge.
But I think babies can only vote from 0 to 1. Once they turn 1...
Well, toddlers are all crazy.
Toddlers don't get
skip those years.
They'll all be voting independent.
Crazy.
And Michael, I have to ask you, I can't believe this. Next year marks the 20th anniversary of Ugly Betty. Wow. Is that really true?
Whoa.
And, a few of your cast members have sort of said maybe they'd be down for a reunion. What do you say?
Oh, 1,000% we would be down for. I would put that orange vest back on.
You wear it so well.
Still have it. I actually stole so many clothes from the show that I might have that in my closet somewhere. But of course we would come back. We love each other so much. We're still so close, all of us. Mark Delicato was 11 when we did that show, and now he's a grown man with a mustache, and he's on Hacks. And Becky Newton and I are so close. She has 4 children. I'm the godparent to one of them. And, I hear from Vanessa all the time, and America.
Are you the godparent to the most recent child?
Yeah, it took 4. It took 4.
I think that's better than having you and then the next one being like, you know what, we're going a different direction.
That's true. But why did it take 4?
Have you started, is it a baby? Have you talked to it about politics?
Not yet, not yet. But I'm encouraging her to run for office.
Okay, there you go.
Under this new regime,
you have our vote, at least. And Kumail, before we let you guys go, you are in the upcoming James L. Brooks movie, Ella McKay. What can you tell us about that? It looks fantastic.
Oh my God, to get to work with him, I mean, broadcast news in terms of endearment are some of my favorite movies. He's a legend. I got to work with Jamie Lee Curtis, Woody Harrelson, Albert Brooks, Emma Mackey, who's the lead of it, is so good. So, I mean, I was just thrilled to be in the same room as these people. I haven't seen the movie, but I had such a great time doing that.
And Michael, we want to know what's next for you. You're taking on Richard II.
Yeah, I'm going to be in Shakespeare's play Richard II with the Red Bull Theater Company. It's been a bit of a bucket list role for me, and I conned them into letting me do it. I've actually been bugging them for years to do it, and this is an amazing theater company. My favorite theater company in New York. They do classic theater and classical theater, and always in a very edgy, sexy way. And we've got some really edgy and sexy things cooking for this Richard II.
Well, edgy, sexy, and historically accurate, or not. Oh, Mary.
That's a theme.
We are so glad to have both of you. Thank you for being with us. You can see Kumail and Michael in Oh, Mary on Broadway through September 28th. And coming up, we love them both from Bachelor Nation. Now Colton Underwood and Kaitlyn Bristowe are here. They're telling us about their new reality dating show. And we are back now with the newest reality dating show called Are You My First? The show follows a group of virgins who are exploring romance and love on an island. And co-hosts Kaitlyn Bristowe and Colton Underwood are joining us now to talk all about it. We're so glad to have you both.
Thanks for having us.
We were saying we've all done things for the last 10 years. You and I were on Broadway together.
Yes, we had our Broadway debut
We
together.
sure did.
Yeah.
Not on. We were just, it was part of your season, which was 2015. Your season of The Bachelor in 2019.
Jumped your back fence.
You've been to my home.
Been to your home.
These are long stories, but let's get into the most important one. How is this show different than The Bachelor?
Oh, in so many ways. It's like same but different kind of thing. You know, it's a dating show, but at the end of the day, on Bachelor and Bachelorette, a lot of times these people are coming in after like heartbreak. They've been through a few love stories. They're, you know, some of them have kids, and a lot of dating shows, people are kind of on their third, fourth, fifth time, where this is a first for our cast in so many different ways. Some people are having their first kiss. Some people are having their first date. Some people are sharing a bed together for the first time. So a lot of firsts.
Yeah, it's authentic. It's, I think, more relatable for the audience, too. Like, there's a lot of awkward moments, and I think there's there's beauty in it. It's not the polished bubble of other reality dating shows.
Yeah. Speaking of relatable, you, Colton, when you were on The Bachelor, you were quite open about your virginity. How were you able to relate to these contestants on this show?
In so many different ways. I mean, this was a full circle moment for me. I mean, I obviously was known sort of as the virgin bachelor, and I didn't always want that to be my story because I had watched when I was dating that sort of take the wind out of the sails. And a lot of the women had, you know, this feeling of this is a responsibility. Are you sure you're ready for love? And so to be able to give them this opportunity of you're all at the same place here. You all already have this in common. Let's get that out of the way. Not just date, relax, lean in, and gave them like that safe space to explore.
Oh, it was probably so helpful. And Kaitlyn, what advice did you give to contestants?
My advice was don't listen to me. Don't take my advice.
I was like, we had to go on TV to try to find love too, all right? So.
No, I was more, what Colton and I loved about hosting was we also got to be like a mentor to them and sit down and have real conversations. And I didn't want to give too much advice just because I wanted them to really surrender to their own process. And I remember saying to Andy Dorfman when I went on my season of The Bachelorette after, I was like, why didn't you warn me? Like, why didn't you give me advice? And she goes, you have to go into it with your own, you know, ideas of what it is. Otherwise, you might treat it differently. So, and I would have. I liked being naive, you know?
Well, let's see a clip because we need to really see what we're talking about here.
You are all virgins. You all have your own reasons for why you're a virgin, and all of the reasons are as unique as you are. Many of you feel your V card makes dating impossible. But not anymore. It's a level playing field, and there's no excuse not to play the game of love.
Oh, I love that part. So Colton, it would not be a dating show unless there were games, there were challenges.
Yes.
What's the craziest thing we're going to see?
Oh my gosh, they, including myself, we got educated. We learned some things here. You're never too old to learn new things. About the female anatomy too. For you know, it was a good time for everybody to educate themselves. And
it was funny because Colton was like, well, I don't really have to be, you know, in the know about the female anatomy. And I was like, yes, you do, because if you're working with me, I'm gonna be like, there's times where you're gonna be like, ooh, you're spicy, and I'm gonna be like, I thought you had my cycle synced up to your watch. And you just should in general.
I know.
Well, can't wait to see it. Thank you both, Colton, Kaitlyn, for being here and for bringing this show to us. Are You My First?
Yes.
It's got 10 episodes, and all of them are streaming on Hulu and Disney+. You should check it out. We'll be right back.
I can't wait. I'm looking forward.
Thanks so much for watching.
And make sure you check out Mary. She's anchoring World News again tonight.
You're really working hard.
I'm trying to.
Well, you're the best we got, so let's keep doing it. And you can watch What You Need to Know anytime on Disney+. Have a great day.